What's up, Taters? This is Tree from treeoflogic.com. Now, those of you who were so fortunate to join me on my live stream this past Sunday at 8 o'clock p.m., you are familiar with this story. We had a ball. If you haven't checked out that video, it's still on the channel. Go check it out. I did not delete it. Please do so. We had a really good time. And I was telling white people that, listen, it's going to be your time now. Thanks to the whole trans movement in general, transracialism will be fully embraced. And I talked about how things are tested in England and Canada first before they bring them here in America. A lot of times we see a lot of things that are going crazy there, first, and then they bring those same laws and those same restrictions here to America. Well, we understand that I think his name is London Ollie. He is a Brit that now is identifying as Korean. I think he said Jimin something. I think he called. I don't keep up with the craziness on it. Y'all just gotta excuse me. But anyway, he had surgery to make his eyes a little bit more slanted, and therefore he says that he identify as Korean. And a lot of people on the left got really angry, and the same arguments that they use to defend transgender is now the ones that they are squashing and stepping on when it comes to transracial. It doesn't matter if doesn't matter the surgery, which he got, and this is not a grift for him. He spent I think he spent over $160,000 or $163,000 on various surgeries to look as Korean as possible. And I did see in the news that he went and took the cardboard version of this K-pop star that he liked so much, and he married it in Las Vegas. So crazy's going to do crazy, honey. I'm not even gonna feature that story. But the reason why I'm bringing him up is because, they could not debunk any of the arguments because he used the same arguments that transgenders use. So therefore, he can be transracial according to the rules of the left. And they did not like that. A lot of right-wingers and libertarians and centrists, they basically stood beside him and stood behind him and said, yeah, he can do that. So transracial will be a thing. I know Sean King is going to be very happy about that because he's been catching a lot of flack now. So I want to show you something. I'm sure you probably already read this. Okay, Mcgill University Faculty of Medicine says that starting on September the 1st, medical school candidates who self-identify as Black will be able to apply for fall 2022 enrollment through the Mcgill Black Candidate Pathway. I love to see it. I love to see it. So listen, all that time where they was telling you guys, because now you have to qualify for affirmative action, even though it's benefiting more white women than anybody of color. Now white men can identify as a Black man, or better yet, you can identify as a Black woman. You can be trans 2 times. Okay, see? It's always going to turn around full circle. It always goes full circle. I'm so tired, guys. If you really want to see, if you want to see my true expression on all of this, go check out the live stream. But I thought this was a troll. I really did. So I actually went to their website. I went to the university's website, and boom, here it is right here. I highlighted it. Okay. It says this application stream is open to Quebec residents, Med P CEGEP level. I don't know what that means. And university candidates who self-identify as Black. There is no limited number of seats for admission. So expect this to come to Harvard soon. Expect this to come to Yale soon. Expect this to come to Berkeley soon. And so guess what, Black folks? You're going to be out on the code. You're going to be out on the code. Now, I think this would be a great thing for Asians, because we all know that the minority that is really discriminated against when it comes to the enrollment in Ivy League schools, or the top 10% of schools, are Asians, Asian Americans, or Asian immigrants. They get shafted a lot whenever they take the SATs. I think 50 points is deducted from your SATs or something like that. And, based upon racially profiling, and that's exactly what they do. They racially profile you. They look at your pictures, and they look at your name, and they see if you are Asian descent. And once they do that, they mark down your scores and make it a little bit more harder for you to get into these schools, and therefore here's a lot of rejection. Now you ain't got to worry about that anymore, because you don't even have to submit a picture of yourself. You can go and get a stock photo like there, okay? And yeah, oof, child, please. You can get a stock photo and submit it with your application under your real name, because if you self-identify as Black, they can't do nothing to you. They can't do anything to you. And I think this is so great. I support this 100%. Okay, 100%. I can't wait for it to come to America. I can't wait, because I'm going to want, first of all, I'm going to want the Asians to take advantage of it first. That's who I want to take advantage of first, are the Asians. Because when it comes to you all and going to school, you really get discriminated against, blatant discriminated. And the lawsuits get into the hands of these Bill Clinton appointed federal judge or appeal judge, and then it doesn't go anywhere. So, and I think that you all should basically identify as Black and, submit one of these pictures in there. And then, who cares if your last name is Wong? Doesn't matter. Black folks could be married or and be married to an Asian and have the last name Wong. It does not mean anything. This is not going to be a long video. I just wanted to just basically show you all this. Oh, let's see what does this thing says anything? No, this is from the faculty that are actually announcing this. And you're not really, what is amazing about all of this, they're not really getting any much pushback. I went to the Facebook page, and I mean, you had a couple of people like self-identify, but then you had, of course, the progressive saying, yes, what's wrong with self-identifying? Are you saying people do not have the right to identify of how they feel, how they view themselves? And they just shut that down real easy. Well, the same arguments you can use for transgenders, it can be used for transracial. And therefore, when white people decide that they want to be trans Black and identify as Black, You can't call them white supremacists. You can't call them racists, because according to you all, the demon rats and the libtards, that black people can't be racist. So if a white person identify as black, they can't be racist because they identify with the oppressed race. Anyway, like I said, I don't really have much to say on this. I just wanted to basically have the video done so I can actually say, I told you so. I love saying I told you so much. And I wanted to document this and say, told you so. I told y'all this was coming. I told you that transracial thing is coming. And therefore, white people and Asians and even Hispanics, even Indians. I do believe there was an Indian guy who did get into medical school by pretending to be black. All he did was just shave his head, so you don't see the fine part of his hair, and he looked black. You know what I'm saying? So that's the thing. Now you guys can go and get those scholarships. Now you can qualify for affirmative action for your job and everything. And basically just, you know, have fun with it like everybody else. But anyway, let me know what you all think. If you really want to see me in raw form, go to the live stream that was done this past Sunday, and you'll see me in live form, how I react to this type of news. And trust me, I promise you, you're going to have a ball. You're going to enjoy it. So, but nevertheless, if you don't have time, that's fine. Let me know what you think by leaving a comment below. Also, be sure to like the video and subscribe. And don't forget to subscribe and join my family. And I will see you all at the next video. Later, taters.